Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP and the ISO cryptocurrencies. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk a little bit about everything in this video. And it's Saturday. I like to change it up. And this video was actually inspired by talking to people outside of crypto. And the narrative, it seems to be that crypto died with the fall of FTX. And I try to explain to people all the time, crypto is right now transitioning. We're going from a speculation time in crypto to utility and use case driven time inside of crypto. But most people, they still don't see the value in it either. So adoption takes time. You ever wonder why your cryptocurrency is sitting at a standstill? It's because we're still waiting for that adoption to happen. Things still need to be built out a little bit more. And as that happens, these cryptos will rise in value little by little. The internet had a lot of setback, but the case is different today. The recent crash in crypto is similar to the dot-com bubble burst. The end of speculation is what we just witnessed. Builders who are solving real problems would lead the way. Remember when the internet may be just a passing fad as millions give up on it? And look at where we are now. People are taking the internet everywhere they go, in their phone. You know, crypto is eventually going to get to that point as well. People are going to be using crypto and not even knowing it. And the one big thing that I see as the next big step for crypto is real-world asset tokenization. And one thing I noticed is every one of these ISO cryptocurrencies are tied to tokenization somehow, some way. And, you know, that's going to eventually take off. We're still not quite there yet around tokenization. Buying versus renting a home is at its widest gap in 50 years. Do you rent or own? Are you above or below the average? You know, most people that own their home bought their home years ago. The younger generation just getting out of college, they're already priced out of the housing market. And that's why I tell people, you know, if you invest in crypto, at least this way, at some point, crypto will skyrocket in price. And maybe you could buy a house in cash in the future. And at the same time, they're tokenizing real estate as well. But what's causing this is the same company that's going big on tokenization around crypto, BlackRock. They're buying up houses all over this country and letting them sit empty right now, pushing the price of housing even higher. So BlackRock CEO says next generation for markets is tokenization. And he's talking about stocks, bonds, real estate, land. I mean, everything around us in the future will be tokenized. Why not invest in the cryptocurrencies that are tied to tokenization? Like I told you, it's easier to invest today than ever before. Tokenization Tuesday, tokenization of carbon markets. Digital carbon credits, by registering them on a blockchain, has the opportunity to solve the biggest problems hindering carbon credit adoption. Most people hate the idea of carbon credits, but this is all the talk right now. And guess what else? Each of these ISO cryptocurrencies are tied to carbon credits. They're also green cryptocurrencies, very energy efficient. And you know, this is a massive market as well. They're going after the money. You know, if you look at XRP, and then you look at XDC, there's no big difference there except their use case, which markets they're going to be tied to. For XRP, it's going to be the banks. For XDC, it's going to be world's trade. But, you know, they all have a lot of similarities, and they're all very underpriced right now. But that will change in the future with mainstream crypto adoption. Take a listen to this.
Kind of support here. And what is kind of shifting is this principle of utility. Jeremy Allaire, who's Circle's CEO, the issuer of USDC, made a lot of comments about this recently, saying that the next age of crypto needs to be the age of utility, where there's real use cases that make sense to people, in their kind of day-to-day lives, things that like Jess is building at checkout.com. And I think that's where we're going to start to see mainstream adoption, is where, whether it's financial institutions saying, there's tokenized securities, or that there's, things that we can traditional products, and put them on the blockchain and make it, more efficient and less friction. And, that's from the institutional side. But from the retail side, there needs to be something else to just, trying to make a speculative play. And I think once these assets get a little bit more mature with bringing utility to market, that's where I think that you'll see a lot more kind of foundational kind of, flourishing in a way that really matters to people, as opposed to just the speculation.
Little by little, that speculation is going to leave the crypto space, and we're going to be left with a handful of cryptocurrencies in the future, and those cryptocurrencies are the ISO cryptocurrencies that we invest in. And at that point, everybody will be priced out, because as we get more and more adoption, the prices will rise higher and higher, and more people will be left behind. That's why I'm always stressing that you have to hold on to your crypto for dear life. These are the cryptocurrencies that can set you financially free. So SWIFT plus crypto plus November 2023. This is also going to be a very big time for crypto, as we start to see the messages go live around ISO. And this was all the talk all throughout last year. Everybody was amped up about it. But then all of a sudden they stopped talking about it because they didn't see any value come from it. As that value starts to pour in from ISO around these cryptocurrencies, people will have to have them. FOMO will happen, fear of missing out. Don't waste your time on meme coins. ISO 222 altcoins are the future, and there's a list right there. XDC, XRP, XLM, QNT, Iota, Nexera, DAG, Algo, Hbar. I'm going to add Casper in there as well. And every single one of them have so many similarities. They all handle transactions. They all are tied to tokenization. They're all undervalued right now. Each one has its own use case in the new financial system that is coming. And yet people see it getting built out little by little, but nobody really talks about it. I've been pointing it out in video after video all throughout last year. I show you all the ties that are going on, and they're starting to come together more and more now than ever before. QNT and XDC, QNT and Hbar, XRP and XDC coming together, playing their own part, but still working side by side. And it's not this crypto versus that crypto. It's diversification. You have to diversify when you invest in crypto. Own a little bit of each of them. It will give you more options in the future along the lines of passive income. The new financial system is being built, and 99% of the population has absolutely no knowledge of it. If you are here, it means you are ahead of 99% of people. Be proud. You're part of the 1%. The new 1%. Because I talk to so many people outside of crypto on a daily basis, and I try to explain to them about FedNow and CBDCs. They have no clue. If you got here, whatever brought you here, you have to hold on to that. I say it time and time again. Whatever the vision was, whatever you seen that stood out to you, that made you want to put money into crypto, keep holding your crypto, because we are in the fourth industrial revolution. It's not hard to see. Everything is transitioning to digital trade, digital payments, digital money. We are here in the now. This is our one shot to get financial freedom. BRICS is expanding quickly. The U.S. dominance is clearly under a threat, and the new global economy is moving towards a new financial system. If you understand the game, you can't be played. Digital assets are going to play a fundamental role in this transformation. You know, you have a shot to invest very easily into a cryptocurrency that can be life-changing for you. But you got to stay patient while you're in the game. You can't get impatient. You see some bad news. That can't make you sell what you hold. You need to know what you're holding. And I think BRICS is creating the urgency for a new financial system. I think they're going to be the ones to usher it in. And the U.S. is going to get on board, and every other country is going to as well. Because this is the future. We need a level playing field. You've heard that if you invest in crypto. It means that the person who couldn't get a bank account before can now get a bank account. And you see XLM doing that through on-off ramps all around the world right now. XRP is doing the same thing. XDC is also playing a very big role around that. QNT is going to be the glue that holds this whole system together. You know, it's not hard to see what's coming if you just look at it in the right way. But, you know, we are at a time, there's so much information out there around these cryptocurrencies. It's not like before. You know, you heard announcements and it was speculation, and you were like, well, I don't know if I could see that happening. But now, little by little, through real-world events, you could see it all coming together. And, you know, I make videos to keep you holding, show you which direction we're going, try to give you a timeline on when things could play out. And, you know, I also try to keep you patient, and I try to keep you positive, because that's the key to all of this. And I always said it, and I believe this deep down. We can get rich together. Let's do it. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.